Howdy folks, TJ here. I have a couple of unboxings or unenveloping unboxing to do today. One dear friend, I'm starting to become kind of, feels like a brother almost from overseas because not only is he a patron on my Patreon site to help support the growth of my channel, he also sends me little care packages periodically, and I've done unboxing videos on those. He pretty much says, oh yeah, I've seen this, I think you will like it, which, do you mind if I send it to you? And absolutely, I will enjoy it, and I'll also make a video about it, so that can share with other folks, and that domino effect will keep on going down and get more people excited about the whole Speccy or older 8-bit platform. So let's start with his. Marc Slorance is his name, and he sent a big packet. I took the main envelope out and put it over there because it has all of our address info. But in here is a nice protected white envelope. And inside is another plastic. And he wrote on here, as promised, best wishes, Marc Slorance. So it's in a nice protective plastic. Let's go ahead and open it up. And I forget what it is that he promised. I think it's a magazine of some kind, but I don't remember it because he sent me the 8-bit magazine and my mind's drawn a blank. But maybe once I see it, I'll remember. You know, getting old, you start forgetting things, and yeah, and you get hair grown in your ears, all sorts of stuff. Woo! All right, so white cover, and then there's a few things in here. And another nice cover to protect everything in shipping, much appreciated. So let's start from the back. Oh, that's right, now I remember, the Spectrum show. I love this show, by the way. I've watched every single episode. When I first started reading about Spectrum in 2000, I guess it was 2000, late 17, when the next was announced, someplace then, and then I started poking around places, and then 2018 came, and then I started getting nuts in the Speccy. I remember going back and watching each and every episode of this show. It's really good. I enjoy it, and especially for a crash course for somebody like me from the United States, not having much Speccy knowledge, going back and watching every single video took me forever because my internet is so slow, but I did do it. A lot of buffering involved, but I got it done, and I must admit, the great show. And I guess if you're a patron of the show, which I'm not, unfortunately, I hope to soon. I am a Patreon to Crash Magazine, and I just trying to find every nickel and dime I can to join up and support as much as I can from the community, and that's by buying Next's computers and buying the Omni, trying to support everybody I can, but that money does drain pretty quickly, especially when you live on 10 acres and stuff falls apart, wells stop working, driveways need to be resealed, all those things. It takes up a lot of money. So anyway, I haven't been able to support this channel, but I'm going to try, and by becoming a patron of his, because he offered this as a purchase for any patrons, and it was so nice of Marc to grab me a copy. I'm going to have, I just flipping through this, I could tell I'm going to have, this is going to be tonight's reading material. I love getting in bed, snuggling up, kind of take the last hour or two. I normally hit the sheets about 10:30, but I don't hit the sheets because I'm kind of one of those nocturnal, I don't sleep well. So I normally read till about 12:30, maybe 1. So this will become a big reading tonight. So here's the cover. It looks really fun. And there's a lot of pages in here, 62, 63, 64, including the back copy. And it looks like I'll just kind of go to one little section so you can get a taste of it. But here's a nice big spread of all sorts of neat Speccy things. So very cool. Now I remember what it was that you had said, because I think I had said, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind getting, supporting the channel, and then he sent me a copy, so cool. Now this next one I'm not quite sure about yet, so this is something different, extra. Retro format. So here's a retro format magazine. I guess this is different than the other retro mag. I've got retro, I don't think I've ever had a retro format before. Issue 0. Wow, that must be like a new, I don't know what year this came out. I'll have to peruse, but it looks like it covers Amiga, Amstrad, Atari, BBC, Commodore, MSX, ZX Spectrum, NES, Master System, Mega Drive, Dreamcast, Retro PC, and more. So how cool. Looks like there's a little fun game on the front. And then a big advertisement for Fusion in the back, which I'm familiar with. So cool. More reading material. And lastly, Fusion Amiga. Sweet. So he must know that I also follow Amiga, next generation Amiga, mostly for me. But I also have a lot of friends that deal with the older stuff. So I have a lot of that wash over into my world. So this is an Amiga special of Fusion magazine. Love the sizes of these little magazines. They're so cool. Awesome. That is very nice of you, Mark. Thank you very much. I'm going to have a blast. And I'm going to start tonight by starting to read this one. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. So let's put this safely over here. And I'll keep the protective cover too. Keep everything protected. So a gentleman that has a company called YouMakeRobots.com messaged me. I can pronounce his first name, Ricky. I may have a problem with the last one, but El-Qasem. You let me know after you watch the video. El-Qasem. That's what I'm going to call you for this. He wanted to send me some goodies. He manufactures and makes some neat items for all sorts of 8-bit computers, Spectrum included. And he said, you know, I'd like to support channels like mine and would like to send me some goodies. So I gladly accepted. He said, go to my website and kind of pick out something. And I was pretty new to the devices that he made. So I picked out, I think, 2 things. I said, you know, one of these devices that can do something. And I'll show you it here. And then he also made a wallet, I think. And believe it or not, my wallet, I don't have it on me. But it is beat. I'm a fly fisherman and I take my wallet with me. It is falling apart and it's a mess. And I needed a new wallet. So I may use this one for that, although it might be a little too nice to do that. So I might have to use it as more of a dressy wallet. But anyway, in this size box, and I don't have his address. I covered that stuff up, but he's from overseas, United Kingdom. And, oh, by the way, here's his little sticker. Hopefully that can kind of pick it up a little bit. You make robots. I like that. He has the sticker on top and on the bottom. And we'll start by opening. It's got some bubble wrap. We're good. And here's a whole bunch of stuff. So I'll take them each out and lay them down in front of me, and then we'll show them off. Oh boy, he sent me all sorts of stuff. All sorts of cables in the bottom too. Awesome. Cool. So what do I have? Let's start with the cables. So this looks like a on-off switch of some kind that's going to take one feed, and it's got a piggyback here. Y cabling. So maybe as I read up on the devices, maybe one of these utilize this. So I'll find out more. So there's that one. Then here looks like a USB to micro type of port. I forget is this micro USB? I always just call it micro port. This looks like a mono style tape speaker type of cable. Here's a second. This looks the same. So, oh look. Hey, that looks like the Atari symbol, right? A little bit. You gotta have a little middle one down there. Or some ears. Oh no. I haven't been drinking, I promise. It's too early. So there's that. And oh, another speaker type of cable. So cool. So that means some of these devices must use these, especially the speaker one. So let's start with this one, because I think I know what this one is. As I had mentioned, I had said, hey, you make this wallet. I need a new wallet. And I think that's what this may be. And it is, I believe. Let me open this up some more. So if you go to his website, and where did I put the box? Oh, and I already said it, but it's www.youmakerobots.com, and he's got a cute little robot icon. I had seen he made these, and it looks like, oh, he's got a little, he wrote my name on it, TJ Ferreira, and it's a little lanyard. with a little metal cable. And here is the wallet. So it's a Speccy wallet. I'll hold it at a few different angles so you can kind of see. And it's got Manic Miner on the back. Cool. Awesome. This is going to be perfect because I tell you, my wallet is a mess. It'll hold some bills, and normally I already have like a $1 bill on me. My wife always says, "Where's your wallet?" And I go back, I already got $1 left, son of a... So a nice wallet, thank you. Let's see. Let's open this big one next. So I think you're probably gathering, if you've been to his website, you may know what it is he makes. And this one is probably for... This one might be for the Speccy 128 toast rack. And here is the device. It's one of those, is it TZX Duino? I have a hard time pronouncing it. But this is going to let me load tape-based games into my Speccies. And it's real, this has got a nice 3D case. I have to pull this chair out of the way so maybe I can show the picture better. Hopefully it's coming in. Really nice 3D case. It's got a nice little color Speccy type of logo up there. And this particular one will actually fit underneath the toast rack, where the toast rack part is, or the heat sink, and screws into the bottom and adds tape capability directly to it. So let's see, let's show the... So this has got a little, this is probably where those switches come into play. Looks like power port and speaker port, or the one that goes off to the Speccy. Headphone port, cable, speaker cable, 3.5 millimeter. And then here's another little USB type here. I'm guessing that's probably where you plug in to upload information. Or update ROMs or whatever. I don't know. Because on this side is where you plug your SD card into. So I'll have to read the instructions. Hopefully he has some instructions on his website. And it's got even a little, I think, display port up on top that lets you view what you're selecting. So the buttons are here to click and go through. So I actually really big time needed this. Excuse my cough. Because my toast rack is kind of, since I got my Nexus, sat for a bit. And I used to feed games in via my phone. And it worked pretty well. But having this connected 24/7, a lot easier than having to unplug my phone, take my phone over. So this is awesome. Thank you very much. I'm going to have to do first tests of this and see how it works. And I'll make plenty of videos on it. So cool. That's number one. Number two, I don't know what this is. All sorts of goodies that I'm going to have to review and make videos on first use of it, which will be helpful for folks that don't own one and want to maybe get one. Oh, sweet. So, yeah, there's a newer version called the Maxduino Ultimate. Maxduino? Is it Duino? Duino? This one, I guess, supports a lot more. Obviously, this one's kind of tailored towards the toast rack. This one's a small little one. Let's see if I can kind of get the lighting here. Hopefully it's coming in well enough. Again, a sweet little case, Maxduino. Duino. It's got the nice little display on it. It's got the buttons on here so you can click, and nice little tactile feel. So this one, I believe, works with multiple platforms. And what excites me is I may be doing a video on this later today. ZX81 week at the Sinclair Society Facebook group. We're going to play our first game of the week that's ZX80 based 3D Monster Maze. I'm wondering if I can use this and actually play it on my TS1000 rather than use my Next, which I originally was going to do. So awesome. Thank you. This is super awesome device. Again, SD card. I've got some SD cards handy, so I guess I can plop the .p file on here and be able to load it up. One last device. This looks kind of like the size of this one, so my guess is it's a similar device. And I'm not sure if it's for generically any I know this one, I think one of them was specifically for the toast rack. And I think that's that one. Maybe this one's for the 48 Plus, which I also would have had to do the same cassette capability. Because I don't have any of those little DIV-MMC devices for any of those. So this one, yeah, my guess is this one's for the Plus. I'm guessing, but this section's a little bit shorter. This is where it's going to screw in, but it looks very similar. Oh, this one's rounded. Interesting. Maybe that's, I'll have to look at his pictures on his website. This one's got a kind of rounded appearance to it. Looks really cool. So I'm wondering if this is the one that screws into the 48 Plus or not. I'll have to ask him. It looks like it should be. So not only do I have the ultimate version, I've got the version for 128, and I think this one may be for the 48 Plus. Awesome! This is like Christmas, and it's March. Well, we'll say it's St. Patrick's Day gift. Thank you very much for these. I think the Maxduino is going to get the first try. I need to see if I can load a .p file into my TS1000. That's going to be a treat. So thank you very much, Mr. Ricky El-Qasem. You let me know how to pronounce it. Thank you very much, Mr. Marc Slorance, for all the magazines. Appreciate it. And look forward to some videos on how all this works and pans out. So thank you very much and have a great weekend, everyone. See ya. Peace.